As you can see, the international scene is full of different stories. But the story of humanity flows in my blood. Every time where I see a human being being pressed down, I feel the guilt to talk. I feel the urge to discuss, to expose the little that I know that can help the society and the international community in realizing justice, truthfulness, and equality for everybody in the world. As you are aware, I am an international activist. I studied international activism, international law, conflict resolution, resolving conflicts. I also do international media investigative journalism. I've studied international agencies, all intelligence agencies of the world. I know how they operate, what they do. When you want to find out information, you find out. It is sad, therefore, for me to pretend to be okay when a section of people across the globe, somewhere in Africa and in Europe, that's why I've taken part in several activities, across the globe in making sure that Africa and those parts of Europe are well served. I've taken part in petitioning the Parliament of the United Kingdom in allowing people from Africa and other countries to enter Britain after they have got their tests or after they have got their vaccination or change the rules. I had a petition of over 180,000 people. The mandatory rule in Britain is 100,000. We bypassed that mandate. Our parliament, our petition was taken to the Parliament of the United Kingdom, and the rules of COVID-19 in the United Kingdom changed. I've petitioned the international community to allow Zimbabwe to have no sanctions in Europe. I succeeded. I petitioned the international community to allow Zimbabwe to sell its diamond in other parts of Europe except America. I succeeded. I petitioned the ICC about the fake investigations, the plight of victims. I exposed the wrongdoings of the international community. I succeeded. 10 years passed. Nobody would like to hear my voice about the ICC. Many people thought I was a money maker who had come to make money. But I laid down the ground of which we see today. I made my points very clear that there were so many potholes and the pitfalls of insanity in the systems of the International Criminal Court that needed to be sealed up for the court to work efficiently. I have been vindicated. As time passed by, those who laughed at me started praising me. Those who hated me changed their minds. Those who sat down and wrote letters against me to be arrested by International Criminal Court became friends after seeing what exactly I was talking about. Today, as we sit here on this television, my message is very clear. Something is wrong if families of the witnesses are being molested, beaten, harassed, tortured, killed. Someone has to stand up to speak. And I'm one of those going to speak. We want to bring the matter to the international levels. That witnesses, wherever they are being approached, are being harassed, are being tortured, are being bribed by the people who fear that this court will take them down. The witnesses are not safe. We have 2 departments of witness protection units. The ICC protection unit for witnesses. Who is disclosing the names, the whereabouts of these witnesses for them to be approached? Who is doing the approach? Who is paying the approach? That's another case. It's a case against Article 170. And I want some people in Kenya to hear me, whether Attorney General or whoever it is, hear me. A case against Article 170 of the Rome Statute is being performed here. Somebody, somewhere, is showing where the witnesses are. I will move to court. I will move to the International Criminal Court using my own resources to file an application to seek clarification as a whistleblower under the articles of the Rome Statute to tell the world the truth, but nothing but the truth. The Rome Statute, Article 170 of that 1998, which I took part to form in Rome in 1998. July, I was there. I sat from morning up to evening and the following day until we passed the Rome Statute. Some of the people yapping today around Kenya and Africa and other places were not even there, were not even born. Some of them didn't even know. But I want to make it categorically clear that I stand for the plight of witnesses, families of witnesses that have been left at the peril, at the mercy of the men, at the mercy of a person, those accused, those who feel that the case is coming for them. The witnesses are being murdered, they are being killed, they are being slaughtered. The families are being harassed wherever they are in the world. Who is showing the whereabouts of the witnesses? I'm asking a cardinal question today. United Nations Secretary General, I'm going to petition the Secretary General to seek a commission of inquiry, whether in Kenya, in London, in Harare, in Sudan, in any place in Europe where I will be able to bring somebody to justice. Enough is enough. There must be people to stand for other people. There must be people to die for other people. I will put my life to make sure that I bring somebody to jail for tampering, killing, intimidating, slaughtering, poking eyes of witnesses. This is a grave matter. The OTP, Office of the Chief Prosecutor, must clarify to the world within 7 days how these witnesses were found, where they are, who is approaching them, who gave out the list of the names of witnesses and their locations. If they don't, there we go. a chamber number 5 of the same court will decide. Because the OTP has a witness system that looks after witnesses. Therefore, they must know where the witnesses are. So who is telling the witnesses? Who's approaching them? Who gave the list? Who has surrendered the information regarding the witnesses? Such that people approach them to tell them not to give evidence. This is a matter at hand. I would not bother, because I hate ICC anyway. But what bothers me today is the plight of innocent families. The families of these people who came up to give free information. They gave free information to OTP, to the Office of the Chief Prosecutor, to save our systems of humanity. They came up to say to volunteer to give information. Their families are being tortured today across the globe. When they know where they are, these guys land on their families. The mafia group is operating within the ICC and with those who are involved to kill witnesses. Who is killing the witnesses? Where are the witnesses disappearing to? We have headlines coming and someone has to stand up. Usually Wamutata in Kenya stands up for reasons that shake the world, shake Kenyans. I stand up for a reason which I will be applauded for. I will be applauded for internationally. I will be applauded for. And Kenya will thank me one day. Because if we got the trend we are going, the country of Kenya is going to be accused at the United Nations that they are not cooperating. If we don't shout out that it is not the Kenya government that is doing this, Kenya government will be accused. Yet there are individuals who are doing this, who are approaching witnesses, who are again saying it is not our business. They have already started insulting people. Time has come for us. For me, I stand for the truth, for the families of the witnesses who are being butchered, harassed. A few months ago, viewers and those listening to me and my statement will agree that a younger man came up and said he has not seen his father. A family in town in Kenya said they haven't seen, they have been, since he left, they have been harassed. Who is helping these people? The witnesses who came up voluntarily to give information to help, to solve mysteries of murders that have been occurring, that took place, have been eliminated. And they are being bribed. Who is giving the lists, the locations of the witnesses? Witness Protection Act in Kenya and the ICC is very clear. Kenya signed to the ICC treaty. Therefore, it has to protect witnesses, to make sure that people don't kill them. It has to protect the families of those witnesses, to make sure that people don't approach them to kill them. But when you read a headline of this nature about some witnesses disappearing in Kenya and refusing to appear, 6 of them, how did the people know where they were? Who gave out the names and the list and the location? It must be somebody, an internal job of the Office of the Chief Prosecutor. And therefore, we want to go be in front of international arbiters. We want to go in front of international experts, investigative inquiry, and an inquiry, independent inquiry, sanctioned by the Secretary General of the United Nations, who is the line manager of the ICC, to tell me why these witnesses are being bribed. And why they are being bribed? Why is it that it is only one case in the ICC where witnesses disappear? Why? Why is it that the only place that witnesses refuse, they are there, but they refuse? These are pointers, and we are not going to leave any stone unturned. I act on behalf of the silent million majority, the public interest. As a matter of public interest internationally, the people want to know, and I'm sure I'm going to be joined by very many international agencies that are going to bring somebody to task to explain where are these witnesses, who located them, who gave the location, how did they know the location, who is approaching the witnesses. That is contrary to Article 70 of the Rome Statute that we see that people are violating. My statement can be got, and I think you have seen it, all of you. It is flashed on Pan-African Forum, www.panafricanforumltd.com. You can read it there. You can understand the plight. You see the suffering of the families, the molested families. We are chasing Article 70, which is a direct criminal act against the ICC, not against the state of Kenya, against the institution of United Nations mandated under the United Nations Convention to handle justice for all people in the world. It is being violated. The Roma Statute and Article 70, perversion, perjury, it catches anyone who tries to look for witness and pays the witness money to withdraw from the case. I rest my case. I thank everybody who has been listening to me. I thank the people of the world, and I thank the agencies. I thank the British legal department of Her Majesty's government for saying we should raise this issue and let this issue be raised, because I'm raising as an international activist on behalf of the families. I don't care where they are. I don't know where they are, but I want to know who knows where they are. Who is this man directing these people to go and look for these witnesses, pay them money to withdraw? It is committing another crime on top of the crimes that are already there. Who is this? Who is more worried about the ICC witnesses going to testify? Who is paying money for witnesses to withdraw and eliminating some of them? We don't know where they are. They are in the river, they are in the lake, where have they gone? Who is this? Time has come for us to stand up. Quacks who come around and they say they know ICC. Quakers who say they know ICC. They know the regulations. Stop it. You are telling lies. Your lies will be caught soon. You don't know anything, but you pretend. I am not in this for money. I am going to get an international acclamation on this question of witnesses. I will file within 7 days from today. If the chief prosecutor does not clarify the matter, who is this? Where are the witnesses going? And does not issue a statement to the public of the world, who are the taxpayer who pay the money for the existence of criminal court, I will file. I rest my case. Thank you very much, viewers, and thank you very much, my panel. Just come back.